Let us begin the chant of offering. Stray from the path, and you will not be granted the black wings that will carry you to the heavens. Fate has set you free from human reason, and by providence, embrace your inner evil. Now stand and face your future.
So long as I have my sword to fight with, I'm sure to survive. Year after year, I prove it to be true. Before joining the Hawks, I always survived. No matter the odds, no matter how hopeless a losing battle. This time was no different. In truth, I don't believe that's any way to live one's life. I've been fighting in battles for as long as I can remember. The mercenary leader who raised me taught me nothing except how to wield a sword.
Did I not tell you I was the ultimate knight?
Welcome to Dark and Darker. That's right, guys. I am back with a second video. And this video, as you may have noticed, is longer than most Dark and Darker content that exists right now. And that's because in this video, I'll be taking you through the life of a solo high roller player. From the wins, the losses, the betrayals, and sacrifices, all the way to climbing the leaderboard, acquiring some absolutely insane loot, and conquering everything this game has to offer all on my own. Throughout the video, you'll be able to see me go from zero to hero like anyone else. So, if you're looking for anything specific, some crazy loot, high-end PvP, high roller farming guides, or 6 cinematics, check those timestamps below. And with that being said, let's check out the new ruins map. Alright, so I think I'm gonna farm these golems. People are saying they're dropping like a ton of ore, so I'm really curious. I know you can just jump up here and just cheese it. Dang, that is a lot of ruby silver. Hurry up, Mr. Golem, I don't got all day.
Nice.
Alright, so I've yet to see any PvP. I'm just gonna dump all my stuff at the Expressman and then go down to something I'm more comfortable with. Alright, so we have successfully cleared ruins. That was an absolute fucking pain, but I want to show you guys kind of like a route I usually take. We have a pretty good spawn here. So, yeah, just come to the backside. It's always going to be an open lion's head in the corner menu. These dragonflies usually drop green blue treasure. Boom. Another dragonfly over there to my right. But mostly I'm just going from lion's head to lion's head farming. It's funny looting mobs and chests again. Usually I just play for the PvP. Purple kettle. So this is a strat for all you new players. So this room has 2 lion's heads, or goldens. This is a platform that will drop a wraith and spawn a skeleton champion. Don't fucking go in there. You can just jump up onto this chest, and this can be applied on both sides. And then... two capes. Okay, that's pretty nice. Alright, and then there is a third lion's head in this room, or golden. Ready, we're gonna run in. Aggro. Watch all the skeletons. I'm gonna go in here and move the lines, but I do want to come this way. If you come into Foursquare, you can peek long and see if anybody had spawned here. This chest looks closed, and I think the skeletons are still down there, so I don't have anything to fear. Now, before we get any further, let's talk about the early game builds. Since nobody is incredibly kitted, we're going pure glass cannon, focusing on cheap agility jewelry since craftables aren't a thing yet. Essentially, every piece of gear we have provides agility so we can quickly run down classes or run away. For perks, we're running the standard build, Blunt Weapon Mastery for more damage, protection from evil to help against debuffs including hit slow, wizard burns, and long curses. Perseverance, which negates 2 damage at the end of every damage instance, which essentially provides us true damage protection. And then the most important perk in our arsenal, Faithfulness, which procs off of our active skill Smite, and then forces people to fight our secondary skill, Divine Protection, which grants us that massive physical damage reduction bonus. And now let me show you something that a lot of people don't know about these Berserkers. When you're fighting them normally and somebody walks in the room, you've just like obtained huge aggro from not only a mob, but a player, so I like to get them stuck up here. Double opens Hell Lions, that is very nice. Another open lion's head. I like using them all. Also want to keep this buckler. Do like 400. So 340 times 2, and then also 2 stacks of cobalt. And now with our first run complete, I queued back up for another game, not knowing what challenges would await me. Yo, is that people? I think there's a fight going on over here. Once this barbarian popped Achilles, I knew I had to play this smart. I'm trying to bait out at least one swing, and that was blood exchange pop, so I knew I had to commit hard here.
What are these clerics on? Holy! I took him to half, man. These clerics are on steroids. Just alright, fine. I guess I deserve it, but bro. Like, What am I supposed to do there? Exactly what from point A to B am I supposed to do about that? Alright. Alright, maybe I'm just inhaling fumes, but like, man. I love getting 3 tapped. Nothing more of an enjoyable experience of always being able to be 3 tapped at any moment of your waking existence. At any moment, someone will just instantly 3 tap you for one little mistake. Alright, maybe I should stop huffing the fumes, so it's gonna be okay.
And after killing the Lizard King himself, I went down to hunt more people. Eyes are in a crossbow. Bait out the shot. Turning army sword. I gotta space this a little bit. The headshot. The corner again. Feel like he's gear gapped a little bit. Nice, good headshot. Corner again, nice, big trade. Another big trade. I think I'm just gonna push this. Are you second winded? Just a bad hallway for me to fight in. Back of the pod. I'm gonna push it, fuck it. Trying to trade hits at all. Nice, another headshot. Let's go. I hear someone running up. Fuck. I'm just running out of pots here. Oh, it's a fucking Rondel fighter. Fuck, GG. And that's how my first death occurred, a Rondel third party. I knew I shouldn't have tried to force the kill when I heard somebody behind me, but my greed got the better of me, and I ended up dying. After that, I decided to spend a few thousand gold to attempt a snowball run. While everyone else was continuing to eco and build, I was going to take advantage of that. And as I went down, I quickly found myself around other players once again. However, my mic wasn't working, so this interaction was interesting.
What the fuck is that for, man? Hop off my dick. A cleric chasing the other dude. What happened? You hit me, bro. Come on. I'm not coming down. You know what I'm gonna do? I can tell you. As soon as if you're gonna hold me here, what's gonna happen is when the timer goes down, is I'm gonna run over to the escape. Oh shit! Yeah, nope. Yeah, I was gonna go down on my ruby silver, but your ass is fucking blocking me from getting all my treasure, bro. You're a bastard. That's what you are. You're a motherfucker. Oh hell no. I'm not going.
And after forcing the druid to leave, I went to hell, cleared, and started up another game. In this matchup, I found myself against a ranger, probably one of our hardest matchups overall. skeletons. Hear him on my right. I believe that just phased. Dropped too early. Hop and weave, baby. Gosh. Probably just gonna run. Okay, get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh, folded! Why did he try to stay? He's got a little bit of juice. Okay. Epic everything? Just try not to drop any of my consumables. Just drop all this ore. True damage. And you can snack the bow. Look at all these Watchman capes. And with that juicy loot secured, I started to sell, and I went back into game. Bard. Really want to play out this shriek. I get hit by this at all. Trying to keep my range. That's Lament. I'm slowed. Gonna force commit off the shriek. Even though that was a solid win against the Bard, a Warlock soon approached from the west. I'm so low. Surrounded by mobs though, which is good. Close this door, put distance in between me while I heal. Not good. Hellfire. There's the door. Almost back to full. So fast, so hard to get on him. A skeleton. Just gonna take all this mob aggro. Force all the skeletons onto him. That's why I love invis pots. Come on. Off Phantomize. There it is. There's no way he falls for this twice. Come on. Yes! Yes, let's go! Oh my gosh. And after that, I had a lot of disposable gold. I wanted to keep it going and keep upgrading my kit. I bought this mini artifact Thorn Shield, which returns 5 true damage. And I'm rocking the Morningstar course, the Chapel Defer, Champion Armor, Light Gauntlets, Remy's, Loose Trousers, Lightfoots with additional move, another Grimmy, and that Adventurer Cloak, and of course a Necklace of Peace, and my Maul. And everything of course has max health, which really helped me in this matchup. Now, for the most part, Ranger is an absolute brutal matchup. They're going to either sit in a corner, place traps, or they're just going to poke you down over and over again. And our lack of range is limited, so honestly, if you're not good at dodging, you got to run away. In this case, this Ranger wanted to commit onto me super hard. Just continued to dodge all the arrows. And then he made a mistake. 3 hits was all it took. And I will say, what's even worse than a full range class is a super tank PDR fighter with a bow. In this fight, this one was tough. Fucking Rondel. Get railed. Fucking hate Rondel fighter, that shit is so cancer. And honestly, even though I was a bit annoyed, I had so many good max range hits during that fight. You can slightly jump up and bring the mace down, and back up, and push forward to use the tip of the mace to your advantage and get these really long range hits. Oh, holy shit, he was... And, as always, we were subject to a third party. Outplayed, you fucking druid bastard! Absolutely smoked both of those fuckers. Oh, what the fuck? He's got a legendary lantern shield. All this shit is so good. Holy shit. I just don't know what to fucking... What a game! Holy fuck! And after getting such amazing loot that would sell for thousands, I was grinning ear to ear. And that invis pot into the druid kill? Holy fuck, I just made bank. That made me happy as can be. And as I was PvE farming and talking to my friend, I had some absolutely insane luck. Oh!
Wait. Oh, you're not gonna do that.
What? Okay. Now, before I get back into the main story, let's go over some duels. A lot of people talk about Longsword Fighter being incredibly hard, and I agree. Getting riposted for 200 damage is rough. I wanted to start this fight out with a few dodges. A good Longsword Fighter will always hit you with M1. They're not going to be trying to riposte you all the time. What I mainly try to do is drag around the riposte. In this scenario, I do hit the riposte, and if you ever hit the riposte, you want to jump back and block. Good fights, brother!
Honorable match, honestly.
Thank you. Hey, don't turn that off. Oh, you're opening your chest. So what are you up to? Whoa, 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 whoa! You have a lantern shield. You're like a little guy. I don't wanna kill you. Guarding. I don't know if you want to take this fight. Now this fight is a little different. I go up the stairs and fade back with a long jump. I continue to goblin dance to displace my head, and then I'm slowly jumping forward and looking for an opening. I'm goblin dancing again to hide where my shield is. I get a quick hit, goblin dance again, and quickly left block, getting another return hit and popping both of my buffs. Now we hard commit and look for the stat check.
How can you do that to such a little guy?
He has a lantern shield. Now, let me show you the most important part of the longsword matchup, which is the drag. The goal of a longsword player is to hit you with a riposte and one-shot you, and fortunately, we can avoid that by winding up our Morningstar and quickly dragging into the limbs. Another thing you should remember is headshots do have a damage multiplier, so anytime you can contort your body and push your head away from your opponent, that will give you an insane advantage. And, I mean, as much as things go right, things can go wrong sometimes. In this next fight, we end up hitting the riposte several times and taking a absolute metric ton of damage. It's super hard to see through the darkness and where the tip of the longsword is sometimes, and you can see there I also just contorted my head back to avoid that headshot damage. A thing with the buckler when you're blocking, especially with the longsword initial poke, you kind of want to crouch, look back and to the left, because that's where the sword will come from most of the time. Since combat in this game is so simple, a big part of the game is just hitting and blocking and learning weapon patterns.
Ooh, that was sweaty.
I will say, being able to navigate the map is also an important part of this game. Knowing spawns, knowing where people are in relation to where you spawn, and being able to rush them down as fast as possible is super important. And although this next fight isn't a longsword fight, I just want to show you guys how important it is to be able to navigate the map as fast as possible. This arming sword fighter was caught off his guard very quickly.
You gotta fight it or you die. Too fast. You have to fight it. I told him.
And then finally, this last example, this is how I want my longsword moves to go every time. I'm gonna swing out and drag in, right on the knees. And if he wants to M1 me, I'm just gonna dodge. Now, with those absolutely fantastic fights out of the way, I want to talk about builds a little bit. Now, at first I start out with the move speed build, just glass cannon, nobody can really contest you. I move into using vitality rings, and when craftables come out, I focus down those grimmies because they give you vigor and strength. I've been stacking a lot of max health, PDR, MDR, and of course, I always want to maintain a 310 to 315 move speed base, but as you can see on screen, I've been experimenting with an almost 200 HP build, but have found it's not super effective and have gone back to the OG build, which is of course the move speed, lightfoots, loose trousers, grim smiles, adventurer cloak, ruby silver vestments as they give you -3 MS, light gauntlets, chapel defer, and necklace of peace, and of course the Morningstar buckler. And with the cooking done, it's time to eat.
Please, I'm new. I'm just trying to learn the game.
That was close!
Thank fuck for health. I might be shaking a little bit.
I might be shaking a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. And that. Grimmies, +1 Mage, Fizz Power, Action Speed, Unique Frost Amulet, 7 MR, 5 True Fizz, 4% Buff Dura, Magic Heal, 3 Max Health, Magic Pen, True Mage, Action Speed, Fizz Power, Brickroll, 2 Agi, +4 Move, plus 0.8% Move Speed bonus, 2 Agi, Max Health, Fizz Power, 1 Agi, Action Speed, Fizz Power, Agi, Fizz Power, Action Speed, Fizz Power, True Mage, Max Health, Fizz Power, Add Wep, Fizz Power, Add Wep, Fizz Power, True Mage, Action Speed, Fizz Power, Unique Frost Amulet with Max Health, Mage Resist, Mage Pen, True Mage again, Fizz Power, Action Speed, the Unique Rondel with +1 Wep, and then Ribs with 2 Dex, 2 Agi, Max Health. I don't know, boys, we are so up. Ah, that was so amazing. This kit set me up for the rest of Wipe. It was nearly 170k in raw gold value. But for every easy melee matchup there is, there's 10 more hard ranged ones.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
No, 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 Mr. Stinky.
Don't call me that.
You're a stinky guy.
He's gonna kill me. Nothing I can do.
Gonna die from this silly.
No, he's out of spells. Die! And after so many amazing kills, I was ready for the start of Wipe. Leaderboards had begun, and I was ready to grind. Very cool. Like it. Fancy. But I swear, on my adventures, I'm not all bad. I mean, take for example this cat. Now, I'll be honest, I was incredibly close to just absolutely curb stomping this guy into the ground, when something just clicked inside me. I could sense this cat was different, special, so we talked. And he was just supposed to be another kill, just more points, but then we were talking and joking, and mind you, I couldn't understand him. He was speaking without words. But what he was saying, that cemented our friendship. And moving forward, the more points I got, the more it weighed on me. That these were people, living, breathing people with families, and it made me wonder, how much farther into depravity could my adventures lead me? And I would find out.
I will allow you to strike the first... No! No, Mr. Cat, we must engage it. This is against the rules. I cannot engage with an enemy cat unless he strikes the first blow.
Alright, I'm gonna go look for other people. You're a nice cat. You keep farming, buddy. Hello, Mr. Bird. Do you speak, Mr. Bird? You're a friendly little guy, huh? Oh, yes. You're so nice. Shh, Mr. Chicken, we gotta be quiet. There could be people around. What the fuck is going on? Mr. Chicken, I think there's a guy in there. Stay behind me, okay?
Sir? Sir, come out of there with your hands up. I have a chicken with me.
Mr. Chicken, it's a rogue. What do you think we gotta do with him? Think we should kill him?
This is my partner, Sir Chicken.
No, that's okay. You can keep it.
We have crimes to investigate.
And, speaking of birds...
What do I hear, boss? What are your boss music?
Fucking bird took him out. What the fuck is going on? Oh lord, that bird is coming.
But I'm getting ahead of myself, and I think it's time to talk about my secret weapon. Throughout the video, you've seen me use the Goblin Dance mode, and probably are wondering, what are you doing? Well, I'm about to release something that's going to change the game forever. The Goblin Dance displaces your hitbox. It makes you harder to hit with projectiles, including arrows, spells, and in this case, especially curses. And this can be combined with regular shield blocking, which blocks curses altogether. The other thing the Goblin Dance does is make you harder to read. Your opponent is going to see your body swinging side to side and either contort into a dodge, block, or swing. And those are normally pretty easy to read, but with the Goblin Dance, it makes it much harder. And while we're breaking down fights, let's talk about the Morningstar. Most weapons have a bit of a wind-up, but with the Morningstar, it's quite a lot. For max range hits, you want to start the swing before even being near your opponent, and you want to slightly walk towards them during the downwards most portion of said swing. One thing you'll also see are jumps. These jumps work to extend your momentum forward so you can keep up with your opponent and also attempt to hit over the block. Again, we find ourselves in a Warlock matchup, and I gotta say, fuck playing against this class. For most people,
Oh my
this will be
God.
their
You're
first
doing the
time being
sauce.
hit with this emote in a practical way, and it tends to not only confuse people, but also piss them off.
Just die.
How do you even know he's dead?
Sunfall.
How could you even tell? I didn't even see the body fall. You just hit him twice, and then after the second one, you were just like so sure he was. How do you do that?
He fell. You saw his body flop. That emote is so fucking stupid.
It is.
Wait, what?
He just DM'd Jordan, said that emote's fucking stupid.
That judgment. That judgment. Oh, I hard win this. Thank you, though. Guy's so fucking fast. Oh, come on. Oh, see ya! Holy fuck. Fuck? Fuck, is there a guy sitting in the corner? He's his own trap!
Go away! Leave me alone!
Guy's just holding the crossbow on me. Slayer fighter. Ah, that hurt.
Oh, I thought I had him one there. I wonder what I had him. Okay, maybe not.
You're not going in that portal. Let's go. Alright, so now that we're halfway through the ranks, I want to talk about matchups. Here, I'm showing a tier list with all the classes from easiest to hardest. The first, I think, is Rogue. They've always been free kills, to be honest with you guys. Even after the hide buff, you never really get out damaged. You always 2 or 3 tap them, and they can really only poke you down with bolts and knives, and as you can see here, they don't do a lot of damage, and they're really easy to dodge. So, definitely Rogue at the bottom. Kill these guys every time. The only thing they can do is run away or poke you. Moving up into C tier, we have Cleric, which is the class we are playing. For this matchup, Spellcaster, really easy to play against, just dodge the H-strikes, but for the no-spell matchup, just make sure you pop your buff second, and you should be good to go. Even with super close fights like this off a third party, we're still able to win with just fundamentals of hitting and blocking. And speaking of hitting and blocking, we're going to move into B tier, which is Fighter. Fighter has a bunch of different builds, but the easiest build out of all of them is going to be Sword and Board. Essentially, we just want to drag around, use Smite to tear through the PDR, and we're essentially just a better fighter at this point.
That's so fucked.
The second build is Longsword, which I went over extensively earlier. Essentially, you just want to drag around, aim for the knees and the elbows. You hit the riposte, you just jump back. And after these two builds comes something more difficult, the Rondel fighter. Their whole thing is they're going to M1 you, and they're going to be looking for a stat check. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can really block here, so it is a DPS race. Sometimes you can catch them off guard with an invis pot, but it's honestly quite scary. Thankfully, we do have a buff that gives us PDR, so making sure not to waste it or get baited, a very important part about how to win this fight. Then, we have Crystal Sword Fighter, which will 4 to 5 hit you, just doing magic damage. Our secondary buff gives PDR, so it doesn't really do much, so the best thing you can do here is really space out your mace and look for that block on that first hit. Now, the most meta and probably the scariest build, Demon's Glee Manosphere. It's essentially just true damage, and this is a straight stat check. If they have better gear than you, they will beat you. You need to be able to space that rapier and hope you get lucky.
Wait, is this the same
In
guy?
a game where magic damage is really hard to build against, anything that does true mag will stay on top. That's why this build absolutely tears PDR apart, and that's why it's one of our biggest counters. Then we have Bard. Bard is a self-buffing solo machine that gives itself everything a class needs, plus a bow or a crossbow. This class will reduce your PDR, poke you down, slow you, and chip you away until you're dead. The strategy here is to all in, or get them to play a song, and then to hard engage while they're buffing.
If he wasn't sitting in that corner, he could have won that.
Moving into A tier, we have Warlock, an annoying bastard of a class that has a get out of jail free card that can kite through mobs, spells that do an insane amount of damage and heal them, and a variety of builds. The first thing you need to assess is what build they're running. If it's Blow of Corruption, you gotta block it. If it's Demon Form, you wanna run the buffs out. And if it's Phantomized Spellcaster, you wanna make sure they pop their Phantomized before you pop your buffs. The easiest is going to be Bok or Blow of Corruption, which is a skill that empowers the next attack to deal 20 magic damage, which scales of course. And this can easily be blocked depending on the weapon. It's either going to be a long sword or a crystal sword, or you can go for that risky stat check. Weirdly enough, this is probably the rarest build, and it's going to be Demon Lock. Demon Lock gives you some really good buffs, as well as some lifesteal, and a secondary ability, but unfortunately just doesn't have a great place in the meta right now outside of Trio's frontline, so you're not going to really be hitting this often. Most of the time, you can just kite the buffs out. And now, for the hardest build of them all, Phantomized Spellcaster. For the most part, this is all you're going to be playing against. Their goal is to run away and hit you with dots over time and eventually burn you down. You want to use your MDR pods, you want to spam your Goblin Dance, you want to be as sporadic as possible, and when you eventually get on top of them, you are going to have to expect Phantomize. They are going to use it. Do not prematurely pop your buffs. You need to wait till they use it or you will lose and you will die. And the only thing that's worse than a magic damage class for us is a magic damage class that has 10 spells. This class has a billion hit scans, it has a slow, get up close it's gonna magic missile you. Really, your only chance is if you can get on top of them as soon as possible, or you need to end this pop. This class will absolutely tear us apart in 2 to 3 spells. And to round off A tier, it's going to be Ranger. Ranger is one of our hardest matchups. They're going to poke you down with a longbow and take a quarter of your health every time. They're going to be 330 move speed, or maybe slightly less, so catching them is near impossible. And they have backstep, so a lot of the times you're going to pop your buffs and they're going to run away. My advice here is to get good at dodging or employ that invis pop bait again.
Pants are too good. That's the saddest part, but I'm not going to it.
And bringing it into what I find to be the toughest matchups this wipe, Barbarian. They buff the absolute shit out of this class. No matter what I do, this class always has more health, they always have more damage, they felling axe me or Bardiche, and the only way I can win is if they fuck up. Honestly, my advice for you here is to get an invis pot and get a 1 to 2 hit advantage, or just avoid the fights. But that honestly brings me to a super important part about playing no spell.
Your biggest advantage is going to be game knowledge. You need to know how to dodge some of these weapons, where the sour spots are, where the sweet spots are, and how you can avoid damage, and when exactly you need to pop your buffs. And the goat. I do have like almost 500 kills this season, so.
Yeah.
Wait, this guy's not AP farm. What is this guy's kit? And now, what I believe is the hardest matchup in the entire game. Druid. And on paper you're thinking, what? That horrible class. That literal rat class. Yes, that class. And the difference between a good druid and a bad one is astronomical. A bad druid is going to be slow on shifts, have improper movement tech, and miss you with abilities. A good druid, like you'll see, is a hyper-mobile killing machine that has infinite healing resets, that you will not be able to catch, and that has essentially every advantage on you as they can. For the most part, I rarely run into a good druid that I can't outspace. When I do, honestly, I lose. And with that, we're back on the demigod grind. Alright, fighter with a crossbow. Just gotta keep dodging here. It's a mace. Gonna play the range. Fast swings on the door. Pretty good at blocking. I was going for the full commit. I'm working this guy. See you. Bro popped his buffs way too early. This shit's so cooked. Ain't through yet. Rat begone, baby! This should be it. I have so much treasure. I killed so many people this game too. Show me the money. And with that, we hit demigod. Top 100, baby. And I made sure to get a ton of kills along the way. I wasn't just AP farming, and honestly, it felt pretty good, but I wasn't gonna stop there. No, I wanted fame. I wanted glory. I wanted top 10. Oh. Sneaky, oh, very sneaky, oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you missed again. Oh no! You gotta try harder than that! Oh no!
It's a crazy thing to have. Did you see him for real? Yeah, he ran away from the buffs. That's like one of the few times I've seen people work that.
up until this point, things were going well. But after that crossbow shot, I was starting to become suspicious. And once both doors opened simultaneously, I knew something was up. This team of 3 to 4 were pre-made Chinese teamers. Their goal was to kill me and sell my stuff for real-life money. For as much fun as this game is, sometimes moments like these really bring you down. But I wasn't gonna go down without a fight. Unfortunately, once I had killed the fighter, I quickly found myself surrounded by mobs, and the rogue was soon at my doorstep. And, unfortunately, the second game didn't bode much better. West Coast was absolutely infested.
Chinese teamers or what? You just ran past that other guy. How weird, he's only taking my stuff. Interesting.
But if you thought this was gonna get me down, you don't know me yet. I was gonna spam West Coast all day and kill as many of these pre-teaming, cheating motherfuckers as I could. I just didn't know what was gonna break first. My stash page, or their will to play.
Oh my fucking god!
Behind the lion's head, I can't hit you. So you probably
Oh
should
my
choose
gosh, Mike!
Are you kidding me?
What the fuck?
You sneaky motherfucker.
Can you activate stealth while you're sitting? Fucking red.
He thinks you'll cheat.
Fucking red, bro. Oh, right in the fucking video, bro. Oh, waiting on it. He's gonna say something. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, no. Alright. You got Premiere open,
Oh,
Blacksmith. Which
I think I see something.
Which one?
I think I see something. What's that? Oh, is that?
Google Chrome. I feel bad. That guy's a fucking Timmy. Ended up like fucking the rapier. This is the second time today this has happened. What is going on? Is this the same fucking guy? It is! It's the same guy! It's the same guy! Oh, brother. Oh. That guy was pretty good. Oh shit, I think I'm dead. Oh!
Poison weapons.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
God.
It's not cutthroat though. I'm very scared of getting cutthroated. Poking me down with the knives here. Holy shit, that was sweaty as fuck. We gotta fight, we're not allowed to team.
that final kill, I decided to call my adventure complete. I had hit top 10, and after the timer ran out, I ended up rank 14, my highest since the playtests. Overall, this season was fun as fuck. We went through some ups and downs with the balance changes, but overall I had a blast, and I'm looking forward to making a video like this again. If you enjoyed any of this content, leave a like. It took a long time to make, so any support is appreciated. And with that being said, later.